Hello, this is Far Horizon. Welcome to Stage 4 of the Calamari Navy experiment. I went ahead and upgraded to 1.046 to get all the awesome changes that Zom has done. A huge shout out to Zom for, spending tons and tons of hours this weekend putting in all those awesome upgrades. It was great to see some of my suggestions in there, actually a lot of them. I was surprised how many went in. And I just think it's going to make the module tons better. Hope it'll bring a lot more people to play, and hope you guys enjoy the recording. So I went ahead and recruited a ton of octopi. It actually didn't take that long because I didn't have to pay to put people into action, so I just put all my units in and let them go for a day or two. As you can see, every single unit has an octopus. Even the giant unit, yes, I put a giant and a octopus in the same unit. I don't think that's going to work very well, but I'm going to give it a shot, and I'll revert back to just a giant in land units if I have to. But I'm going to try to give it a run. Pretty much every unit has a cleric, because I know the octopi is going to take a beating on land, and it's just cheaper that way. We've got the ninja unit, this wizard unit. Those don't have clerics, and we'll just use them as attack units and fall back quickly once they get injured. Alright, let's start the stage. Alright, just got this started, liberating the first city. My water units are coming up just in time to defend it, although I actually take the first fight with my heroes unit. I still haven't leveled up any of the characters in this unit. I think I've done maybe 2 fights to prevent the enemy from taking a city. Not much has happened with the heroes unit. Mostly I've been running around liberating things. I do still have the uber-powered Diana. Oh, I'm gonna have to run away there. Did some pretty nasty damage to that level 2 knight. I guess that happens when you're under-leveled and a wizard with a ton of it. But that'll nicely soften up the enemy units so that I should be able to take those mages out, wizards, pretty easily. Alright, let's see how the witch does after the changes. So there's 1 charm, so I'm hoping for a phantom with the next hit. I'm also very curious to see how my octopus does versus the dragon on land. I would assume that he'll lose the damage tree. Well, he does have an item equipped, so it's probably the item that pushes him over the top there. He definitely did more damage in the water, but it's enough. So I think, oh, there we go. So that was incredible. And I think, okay, well maybe we won't have to run away. Next magic attack, though, I might have to. And there's 1 death. So yeah, I think that even on land, this is going to work out with the octopi. It's just perhaps not going to be very fast with their movement speed. Alright, let's see how the ninja does against an octopus. Went ahead and put him in the back, because I think the lightning damage will do more damage than the physical attacks, and I'd like to focus the physical attacks on my octopus, which probably still, even with the buffed and ninjas, has a better phys defense. Do a little bit of, I mean, it's actually pretty substantial damage. Maybe if I go to weak, yeah, that's pretty incredible. If I can just finish the octopus off before we get to the octopus only attacks, then I think I should be able to, yeah, there we go. Now I'll be able to do a couple of free hits. So, I'll have to go back for healing with no cleric in my group, but, killed a guy, got some XP, not too bad. Alright, here's one of my higher level units, one of the original octopi units, taking on some lightning casters, so this could be a little bit more interesting with the Valkyrie and the Eagle Man. I think that with healing and strong, wow, 40 damage is pretty good. Much better than my ninjas, but I guess the Hawkman probably has higher, or the Eagle Man, since it's a 2nd level class, it's probably been boosted to have much higher stats, and man, he's taking the physical attacks really well even on land. Aha, well they're on strong, so that really works out well for me, not getting all the electrical attacks on the same octopus. And as soon as they're done here, I'll be able to go back to weak. And I think that maybe now, because I'm going to win first. So then I'll get some 3 knights for the attacks. Yeah, I'll easily win this. Thanks to their strong tactics, taking the lightning off the octopus. It's an interesting fight. We've got a golem and a dull mage. So pretty good defense, pretty good offense on their part. It'll be interesting to see. I've got the ice axe equipped. I don't remember how good golems are at taking ice damage. It definitely has high strength, so it probably won't do a ridiculous amount of damage to it. But it'll be interesting to see. Oh, 6 damage. And yeah, the golem is definitely outfighting my octopus on land, which is not a huge surprise. So especially given the hit all, I will probably lose this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change to like weak tactics. I'll wait a little bit. Okay, now let's change to weak tactics. See if I can get a little bit more damage in on the Valkyrie or something. At least kill one unit. Okay, and I didn't take that much damage either, so it's still, even though, I don't know, pulled out the win. It's a pretty difficult fight here. We've got 4 ninjas and a Valkyrie, all 3 characters in back capable of lightning attacks, and it looks like they are going to use them against the octopus. They might be on strong tactics, which will hopefully mitigate some of it. No, I think it's just they're on best then, which is really going to punish the octopus. But at least I'm doing a little bit of damage and hoping to get another unit over here. Now, of course, this type of unit is going to be really difficult for me to counter because no matter what, all of my units have octopi in them. So I'm going to have to equip, and I'm just going to run away, I think. No, they should be out except for the physical attacks. I'm going to have to equip the Dwarven Sword on every octopus that fights them, I think. There's just no other way to tank that amount of concentrated lightning damage and survive. Alright, let's try this again with the Dwarven Sword equipped. It's only 3 lightning, so I don't know if it will really make that much difference. But every little bit helps me get with like 10 of them. So 29, 31, no, it really doesn't look like it's making all that much difference. So this just may be a really painful... well, I guess I'll heal, but then I'm gonna have to run away, probably, was the... Yeah, this unit is just not properly positioned with... The octopus in the middle is just not gonna work, because they're gonna all 5 be able to attack. So, that's something I really should have thought about before this fight. But I'll be able to run away and get another unit over there, hopefully. Alright, so what I should have seen right away is that Best is going to always put all 3 of the lightning attacks onto the octopus. So clearly what I'm going to do is put the octopus in the back row so that it doesn't take any physical attacks. So I can divide the attacks 3 and 2 between the Beastman and the octopus. And I've given... Oh, that's really going to help. Wow. There goes all the physical attacks. And I gave the Beastman a high-strength samurai armor that I found so that... Okay, well that's incredibly lucky. That's really, the 2 phantoms is exactly what I needed to make this fight doable. And so at this point, yeah, this unit becomes entirely manageable because I'll be able to take out pretty much everybody in the unit, and the rest of them are easy meat after this fight. Alright, another new enemy units. We've got 2 dragons. So I'm trying to see how they'll do against my hero's unit, which is a little under-leveled. Certainly I don't think they'll win with the 3 hit-alls I can do, but they might be able to do some serious damage to the frontliners. That softens them up nicely. 3 hit-alls is really nice for softening them up so that people can get the kills and the XP. Ninja Unit Part 2. This time I've got my octopus in the back with the dragon ring on. Even though it doesn't have lightning resistance, the 10 ent is better than the 3 lightning resistance. And I've got Lance up front with the relic sword, because I think they're all going to use magic on the dragon, so he doesn't need any... Ah, perfect, yeah. They can't do any damage to Lance, because he's got over 100 strength with the relic sword on. And then with the plus ant item in the back, yeah, they're just not doing as much damage. And also, being in the water for this fight also helps a ton, because it gives them all a damage penalty. So stacked all together, so this once impossible unit is actually now quite reasonable. I mean, I'm still losing HP, and I'm still probably gonna not be able to do a whole bunch of fights like this, but I killed one of them, and, you know, I didn't lose anybody. I didn't have to run away, so it's an improvement. Got a dull mage unit that came in between the ninjas returning, which is actually really good because it'll give me a chance to heal. Well, assuming I can, in the water, tank more than they can do damage, which I think I can. The only concern is the Valkyrie in the back, but maybe she'll go after someone else. Maybe on Strong or Leader or something. surprised she only did 16 damage to lands. I guess knights must be really resistant to lightning. I guess his int is kind of high, but still, I would expect more than that with the minus 20 int on. Alright, so now that all the magic is done, let's go ahead and see if we can do some additional damage here. I'm really just not afraid of any physical attacks. Well, I mean, it still went, still healed. Didn't kill anybody, but can easily do that next time. Alright, so go straight into the ninja fight again. Go back to strong. And the question is, can I shift into weak at any point here to take out that first one? But the first ninja just doesn't really do any damage anyway. He's going to do 1 damage to lands every time. But I don't really want to take out the leader. I probably should have repositioned to put the octopus on top, so I could take out a bunch of the ninjas instead of having the octopus directly hit the Valkyrie. But either way, this is going to work out for me. Although, it would be nice to have taken a little bit less damage and to have taken out the ninja. Alright, skipping ahead of the boss here, I went ahead and picked up the rune axe, put it on my octopus, and I'm not going to be serious any more time. There were about 2 to 3 times the number of units that I showed you, but it was pretty much just more of the same type of unit. There's one unit that went around a little bit, I had to chase him down, but otherwise, once I figured out how to deal with the ninja unit that had, you know, all the electricity attacks by putting the octopus in back, and putting somebody up front with the relic sword, then, you know, that was really the only fight that was giving me trouble. So after that, it was smooth sailing. And this fight shouldn't be bad at all during the day. The Dianas, I mean, they do decent damage, but they're physical damage. And the octopus should just be able to take it all up. So it should just be a matter of, I don't know, 2 or 3 fights, depending on how much damage I do. I'm with the great sword. Yeah, just turn it off. And with the healer, I don't even really lose that much. So it's a shame that she tossed off charms, but I don't think Phantom would hurt Sirius that much anyway. And it's just a matter of fights. The relic swords can do pretty good damage to him too. I guess infected. I mean, Zombero did say he lowered the resistances of infected, so I guess they're not that much resistant to black. Which, I don't know, I mean, it kind of makes sense. They're not actually werewolves when they're infected. In all the lore, humans that turn into werewolves are pretty normal when they're humans. Alright, so pretty much just one more fight after those 6 attacks needed by high strength weapons. No, I think I'll just finish it off.
Right it out.
So this should pretty much do it. And I think this unit is a little bit lower level. I think it's all level 5. Oops. Finish this off. That was a bit more damage, certainly without putting on the specialty weapon. That's a little bit more trouble. Okay, so this may not actually work out all that well for this unit. Just depends if we... Aha! Can do 25 damage with 1 shot. So not bad. Got a little bit of XP for that unit. Would like to have gotten more, but they're still... I think they're probably all level 5. I think the only level 4 units are ones I didn't deploy that have clerics, so next level they'll easily pick up levels killing undead. It's always the easiest way to get levels with clerics. And I don't know, 15-8's not bad. It's more than last level. I think it only took 1 day in that stage, so I guess I could have. Well, I went through a day and then through most of the next one, so I guess I could have finished it in less than a day. Probably gotten a slightly higher bonus, but not bad at all. And I think all my units are pretty equal in level. I think the highest one is 7 in terms of a particular character, and the lowest are the characters I didn't deploy.